There are just a couple weeks left in the college football regular season. We have some good rivalry games, especially out in the Pac-12, heading to Los Angeles, where UCLA hosts USC, and our draft expert Nolan Naraka can give you some prospects to watch. Nolan, there's some offensive playmakers on both sides of the ball who will hear their names called in next April. Starting with USC, the quarterback who we all expect to be the #1 quarterback taken, #1 player taken overall, Matt Barkley, but he's certainly slipping a little bit this season.
Well, the expectations were set so high, I don't know that he was ever going to be able to reach them. To me, he's never had a big arm. I think that's the biggest concern evaluators are going to have when they really grind the tape. You just can't make all the throws you want down the field. He's not the most tall quarterback, stands under 6'2". And you just worry about the physical limitations. If he lands in the right system, somewhere like the Saints, where he can dink and dunk and not be asked to do too much, I think he'll be a very effective pro. But if he gets drafted in the top 10, like I fully expect he will, I think he's going to have a hard time living up to the expectations.
And UCLA has got a good playmaker of their own, running back Jonathan Franklin.
Yeah, he's a very complete player. He can run, catch, everything you want from a back. Runs very hard. The intensity, the passion that he plays with reminds me a little bit of a poor man's Cadillac Williams. I think teams will start looking at him somewhere in the second round. To me, the right value is in the third. That's where you'd really like to take him. Staying
in the Pac-12, Oregon hosts Stanford. Kind of a game between two very different teams in terms of the way they operate their offense. You know Stanford's going to try to slow this down, and they're going to try to slow down running back KENJON, who's put up huge numbers this season. What do you see from him maybe in his NFL future?
Well, in his first year starting this year, I think he's really come on. Last year it was the LaMichael James show. And, so far in San Francisco, they have a very talented backfield, but he has yet to get on the field. I think he was a little bit more underdeveloped than Barner, but I don't think Barner has quite the same instincts running the ball. Has very good speed outside. I think it's a solid perimeter runner. To me, he's a solid fourth-round pick. Could maybe get looked somewhere in the third.
Yeah, Barner's put up 321 rushing yards against USC. Really opened a lot of people's eyes. A lot of people didn't really know who he was until then. Maybe some East Coast bias there, but a lot of people paying attention to Oregon, that's for sure. The last game we're going to talk about here, going to the SEC, Arkansas and Mississippi State. Very disappointing season for Arkansas. Tyler Wilson's been, up and down, a lot of drama going on there. What do you see from him when it comes to as a prospect? Is Tyler Wilson, how has he kind of changed since the beginning of the season?
Well, last year he thought about coming out, put his name into the advisory committee for the NFL, received anywhere from first to fifth round grades. That's where the talent range fell. This year I think he came into the year as a solid third round pick, and the biggest concern was that he didn't have enough experience, and I think he's really struggled to really hone his game this season. Obviously he's played on a very disappointing team, but to me he's another prospect like Barkley that's going to be considerably overdrafted because of the premium on the quarterback position. It wouldn't be a surprise to see him go somewhere in the first round. To me he's a solid second-round pick.
Yeah, you look around the NFL, lots of teams still looking to get that franchise quarterback. The last 2 years we've seen quarterbacks drafted way higher, although the teams that drafted their quarterbacks this past April has been looking pretty good for them. We'll see where Tyler Wilson and Matt Barkley go when it comes to April's draft. Those are some players to watch on Saturday. Be sure to head to our website every Monday to see Nolan's draft notes at ProFootballWeekly.com.